I was just sent this really great video, kind of is in alignment with everything that, well, not everything, but with a lot of things that I'm saying. And it's called the 3-Minute Challenge, How to Succeed in Business. And this is one thing that, if we want to create solutions, globally, you've got to kind of understand this stuff. And this is basic business success. Anytime you want to have a project that you want to create, you have to have the vision. What does it look like? The description. It's got to look like this, and this. This is one of the things I learned taking programming. Is they had a defined project that they wanted that said it looks this. It must be able to do this. It must be able to do this, and this. One of the problems with that is usually the description that was told by the business owner to the programmer were never ever understood. There was a conflict in communication, and what generally was happening is because of the comprehension problems, and for the most part, programmers were so tunnel visioned, they could only see code, that if they actually talked to a business person for more than 15 minutes is usually what it was. It's like, I can't handle you anymore, I don't want to talk to you, get away. Like, they were generally very, very hypersensitive to be able to be in the same room as somebody that doesn't have the same coding tunnel vision as somebody that's describing the business. So that's kind of what they needed to do when they were teaching new students, is also get them to understand coding plus how do you communicate with other people and comprehend what they're saying. Because they would spend millions or thousands of dollars on projects, and everybody thought, well, yeah, we're all on the same page until the project's complete, and then they find out, oh, it's not quite what we asked for. So a lot of wasted money on that. Thousands and thousands and thousands of business dollars are thrown away just by a lack of comprehension of what you're doing. And then we wonder why our economic system is failing, and it's like, well, because a lot of it is just misunderstanding, and oops, there goes a couple of $1 trillion on that mistake. I mean, the world would be a lot better if we never made any mistakes with how we spend our money. And this guy is, part of this is have the vision, have, the description of what you want is important. It's one of the most important things of creating any type of end result that you want. This guy is saying that you need to know where you are. Point A, I've been saying that in a whole pile of my videos, you got to know how to get from point A to point B. And know how you are on the right path by milestones is what they call it. Business management calls it milestones. There's software programs out there that check milestones. How do you even tell what a milestone is? How often do you? And a milestone is, are we on the right path? Or have we gotten off the path? So this is like, okay, let's push this business plan a little further. And like, as soon as I got this one mailed to me, this is my question that I'm really, really excited about, is why focus on just a business plan? Like, why do these videos? What's the purpose? What's the intention behind it? I'm just a little perplexed. And I'm saying we got global problems here. You can't be one successful business in a global economic system that's crashing it. You kind of have to get this business plan working for the whole globe. So what's world peace look like? And can we do it with the same model? You just have to have the well-defined project. What does it actually look like to me? And I've said this in videos before, that world peace just needs a business plan. And all you have to do is have the perfect description of What does a world of peace look to you like? And this is where nobody's going to know the answer to everything until you actually hear what does it take for you to feel your world is peaceful. I can't tell you your version of peace. I think that's what we're always going to go wrong is, hey, this is my version of world peace, and you better suck it up because I think you should be very, very peaceful if you do it my way. You know, as long as I'm creating this way for you, you should at least just enjoy it and be peaceful about it. And it's like, no, that's not the way it goes. You have to define what kind of world do you want that you feel would give you that peaceful, loving feeling. And multiply that by, you know, what does everybody else want? You know, like, you need some kind of system that says, this is what I want world peace to look like. Get everybody's description of that. When you get everybody's description on what world peace actually looks like, then at least you've got a well-defined project. I don't see any of these brilliant minds actually. Bill Gates, he's got friggin' the internet, more money than God. I mean, these people that have all of this money on the planet and want to solve global problems and create world peace, all they got to do is put a computer system together and say, what would it take for you to enjoy world peace? Like, what is your description? Get all of that data, get rid of the stuff that's similar. Like, as soon as somebody is saying the same thing, you don't need to hear that 100 times or 1,000,000 times. Chances are every single one of us want the same thing, we just don't know it yet. But you take out the duplicates and see what you've got left. I mean, the Venus Project wants to have this computerized system. Why not put a system there that says, what does it take for everybody to be happy? Let's sort of see what would make everybody happy. We just automatically assume you can't please all people. So we have so many rules that says world peace is not possible. But that would be a limited mindset. Humans have the capability to make anything happen. It's limitless. You know, the only thing impossible out there is your limited belief in what is possible. If you can't comprehend how to make it happen, that just means you can't comprehend how to make it happen. But it doesn't mean it can't happen. So, then if you have world peace, and you know where we are, you have a well description of where you are and where you want to go, then you just need some milestones. But one of the things that he's missing in this video is you need time. Time is the push that makes something happen. It blew me away when I went into school taking programming, because they would want me to do this impossible task in an impossible period of time and somehow get it done. And it's like the first day anybody got these projects, they would just lose their minds. So the first day of getting a project was just, oh, well, they expect us to do this. This is impossible. This is, you know, and in 2 days, oh, you know. So the first day was always a waste because you'd be freaking out. And but then every single person got it done. So it always amazed me that all you need to do is put an impossible time frame on something, and that's just the push to get it done. And that's generally what programming was all about, is as soon as you get into that career, that's why I couldn't do it, because I had to fight so much abuse, and there was way too much on my plate. I was able to graduate school, but I in order to live in that push time thing that I had to do, I was living off of maybe 1 to 2 hours sleep every night for over a year while dealing with abuse. There's no way that's a healthy lifestyle. And when it was impossible to get a job, but yet I could get a job when the economy was down, and nobody that graduated out of that school was getting jobs for the year that I was there. And yet I got a job as soon as I got out, but couldn't handle the abuse in that job at the same time, and no sleep, and it was just and no money. I couldn't handle all of that at the same time, so that's why I couldn't get that career going. But you can make anything happen. Anything happen. Just put a time frame. I suggest we can create world peace by 2012. It seems to be this global, there's more people paying attention to that date, which means it has an influence. If you kind of understand the psychology, people are expecting something to happen. And when you have that, focused time, people are looking. You can take advantage of that. It's like brainwashing. It's manipulation. That is such a peak time to influence and manipulate anything you want just by that date, because people are just happen to be looking at it. As long as you're looking, you can make any freaking suggestion and take advantage of it. And that's what marketing does. That's what the whole economic system does. That they sort of look at, okay, what are they interested in? So if they're interested in that, then we can guide them into this particular area that we want to get them interested in and make a lot of money. So why not use that same concept for a win-win? How will you get everybody getting what they want using the date that they're paying attention to, instead of using that date for the distraction? Because right now the planet makes a lot of money off death. And the more scared, if they can put a date out there and get you scared, it'll stress you out, it'll increase cancers, it'll increase heart problems. I mean, it will create, and right now our economic system is crashing. So is it not more important for these wealthy people to want to make more money using these downtime? Yeah, a lot of people are going to get wealthy off stressing you out. It's called the medical system. And they're all getting rich right now. The pharmaceutical world are all getting rich. If you want to invest in something and make a lot of money, invest in the pharmaceutical world. Invest in coffins. Invest in any way, shape, or form that's tied to death. But if you want to make those people lose all of their investment, if you want to make those people that have money to invest in anything, and you want them to lose all of their money because they've invested all their money in death. Key thing is don't die. And then they lose all of their money. Don't use their pills. Don't get stressed out. Be calm and just work the plan. And there is a possibility for that plan. We just have to want it. And world peace just needs a business plan, and it can happen within 2012. It's a time frame. It is something that can be taken advantage of, and just like these programming projects, it's an impossible thing done in an impossible time. And yet, hell, if I could do impossible projects in impossible time frames, this one is something that we all could do. If we all wanted it, then we all could do it. But it's a matter of, do we really want it? Is the possibility actually there? So I'm putting it out there to this guy that has this business plan. Generally, from what I noticed, that if you look at a business plan for your personal business, you don't really give a shit about the globe. You're not really connected or tied to how your business affects the world, which means you may be running a business that's actually profiting off of everybody dying. So what good is your advice in this 3-minute business plan of success if possibly what you're doing is profiting off of people dying? That's not kind of a business I'd like to support. So I don't know what your intention is, but I think that your business plan should include the whole, because yeah, in an economic system that's crashing, you kind of want to shift business to be successful in everything that's right versus everything that's wrong. And that's all that's happening right now. Is we've been making a lot of profit off of everything that's wrong, but there's so much opportunity in everything that's right. It gets people working. You can get everything you want. It's not a matter of, oh, you have to be deprived. It just means we have to be smarter by doing everything that's right. And world peace is everything that's right.
happiness, enjoyment, excitement, every single thing that you possibly want is the right thing. It doesn't have to be an evil thing. You just don't know the difference between the two. Just some thoughts. Peace out.